The applause has died away now, and just outside the conference hall I catch up again with Judy Webb from Wells and Wazz Mughal from Saffron Walden. We spoke to you both yesterday and we looked ahead to this speech, but Judy Webb, what did you make of that?
Well, it was an extraordinary speech. I have to say, I get very irritated by her deportment. It sounds pathetic. And I thought, oh my goodness, when she started, we are going to be patronised. But my goodness, didn't she have a few problems during that speech? And I didn't think she was going to make it through. I really didn't.
Do you think the audience sympathy was with her and building with her throughout that speech?
I do, very much so. I could sense the fact that there was such compassion, such sympathy for her. And she set out to kill the nasty party once and for all, didn't she? You know, she did say the right things, I feel, that people wanted to hear, and to kill off the toffs and all that sort of attitude towards the people of Britain.
And Wazz Mughal, there were these obvious moments during that speech which made it quite difficult to concentrate on actually what she was saying.
Yeah, no, it was very difficult, and actually, I think in many ways it may have helped her. It humanised her in some way. You know, we've heard before the Maybot or the Theresa May robot, and all this was a woman trying to do her job, get out her message in the face of adversity and betrayed by her own throat. But no, she is obviously made of some form of strong stuff because she came through it, and the support in the hall for her was actually the surprising thing for me. You know, there was no thought of any form of this is rebellion against this lady. It was, we want this woman to get through it, and it was actually quite good.
Well, looking beyond that and the mishaps and the letters falling off parts of the message on the set, what about the message that she wanted to deliver in the speech, and a couple of announcements on energy cap, for instance, and house building? Judy, what did you make of those?
I thought they were very important messages that needed to be made, particularly in the light of the Labour Party conference last week. It was really, really important to show that actually she does care, the government does care, and that energy prices needed to be capped, and housing is just so important, such an important thing to get across, because I think people have long felt, oh well, the Tories don't care about the people at the bottom, and this message that she wanted to get out was, yes, we do care about those at the bottom, and the whole speech was aimed at working people of Britain, and no, I do feel that she got the compassion, she got the right message across, which I was pleasantly surprised by, if I'm honest. I really was.
And Wazz, you were saying yesterday that you thought that Boris Johnson was a potential leadership candidate and one that you would like to see because you felt he could reach the parts of the country, the youth vote, that other people in the party can't reach. What about those messages on housing, energy cap, mention of a review of tuition fees?
Well, yes, I think these are things that will, appeal to young people because, let's face it, everybody would like to own their own house, and it is very, very difficult here to do so. These are the as Judy was saying, these are great messages that she's giving. The proof's obviously going to be in the pudding because there was no substance to exactly how we're going to achieve these things, but yeah, if she can pull that off, that will inspire younger people to aspire to a conservative way of life, so to speak.
Do you leave this week then, Wazz, more uplifted than you were at the start? Because let's face it, most people around here say it's been a difficult week.
It's been a very difficult week, and up until yesterday afternoon, I think it'd be fair to say that it's been a bit of, nothing, just kind of doom and gloomy, a bit down, and then Boris yesterday inspired people, and Theresa May, as I said yesterday, she's got to carry on where the conference left off last night, and she seems to have done that. So yes, it is a better mood than I was anticipating us to have at the end of this week.
The first couple of days were so boring, they really were. I didn't even find a fringe meeting which was particularly inspiring. But I think that her message, that's what I'm in this for, that's what she really wanted to say. I'm your person, I haven't come from a wealthy background, I wasn't privately educated, I haven't been through all those things. This is what I am, this is who I am, and the incidents and disasters, as we've said, actually helped her gain a huge amount of sympathy. She's a tough lady. She is a tough lady, even if I still think her policies are a bit right-wing. But today, I feel far more encouraged than I have done before.